What's up, YouTube? We're out here with the pit bulls. It is currently Sunday, so Sunday fun day, last day to enjoy the weekend. Thank you guys for the strong support you guys have been giving me in my videos. I've had a lot of subscribers lately. I guess my hard work is paying off and making these educational videos, and I'm doing this video as a request, and the topic will be what is BSL and which states currently implement it, and which ones don't. So I decided to do this one because it's very personal to me, since I own pit bulls. It affects a lot of breeds that people perceive to be aggressive, such as Rottweilers, bulldogs, American bull terriers, American pit bull terriers, American Staffordshire terriers. Basically the bull breeds, like bull mastiffs and Rottweilers, and sometimes even German shepherds in some states. But yeah, I just thought I'd do this video with you guys. So what is BSL? First of all, BSL is to me, in my opinion, is an ethical failure. BSL is a public safety failure. So what is it really? BSL stands for breed specific legislation. It's basically, a law that bans or restricts certain types of dogs based on their appearance, usually because they are perceived as dangerous breeds or types of dogs. It is a common misconception that BSL refers to only breed bans. BSL is seen in two forms: bans and restrictions. So to elaborate a little bit on that, basically a breed ban usually requires that all dogs of a certain appearance, targeted breed, be removed from the municipality wherein the ban has been implemented after the effect date of the ban. Dogs in the municipality that are identified as target breeds are usually subject to being killed by animal control, though in some cases such dogs may be saved if relocation is an option. Breed bans may have grandfather clauses that allow dogs of targeted breeds to stay in the ban area, provided they are registered with the municipality by a certain date and likely subject to various breed specific restrictions. So another thing, breed specific restrictions may require an owner of targeted breed do any of the following or more, depending on how the law is written. So this is according to each different state and how each state implements it. Muzzle the dog in the public, spay or neuter the dog, contain the dog in a kennel with specific requirements, 6-inch chain link walls, lit concrete floors, etc., etc. Keep the dog on a leash of specific length or material. Purchase liability insurance of a certain amount. Place vicious dog signs on the outside of the residence where the dog lives. Make the dog wear a vicious dog tag or other identifying marker. Other things, breed specific legislation applies only to dogs of a certain appearance, not to all dogs. It does not take into account how the owner has raised, trained, or managed the dog. It does not take into account the dog's actual behavior. Breed specific is something of a misnomer. Some breed specific laws don't target specific breeds, but rather loosely defined class of dogs, etc. Pit bull or shepherd. Look at them walking over here. They're trying to see what she's doing, because she's about to clean her car out. So they're just trying to see what she's doing. Look at her. See, and I'll always think everybody's her kids. Like, she treats everybody like their kids. So she's always just, yeah, see, she's just looking around, see what we're doing. Ain't that right, Nala? See, look at her. Sometimes she gets in the car while we're vacuuming. Like my car yesterday, we were vacuuming. Sometimes she likes to get in it. She thinks we're going for a joyride, but that's not the case. Nala, come here. No, Nala, look, she's thinking about it. Come here, girl. Who's your good girl? See, she listens. That's why I like Nala. Basically, what Nala does is what Yogi does. It's always the case. Ain't that right? Who's your good girl? Look, she's trying to lick the camera. So yeah, back to what I was saying, and back to the topic of the video. Some breed specific laws don't target specific breeds, but rather a loosely defined class of dogs. An example, as I used previously, is pit bulls or pit bull or shepherd. Almost all BSL also includes sustainability, similar clause, or any dog with an appearance or physical characteristics that are sustainably similar to the aforementioned breeds. In other words, targeted dogs are often subject to BSL not because they are in fact a specific breed, but because they simply look similar to a particular breed or have a general physical appearance that someone might consider targeted breed. So for example, say you have a Dogo Argentino, and somewhere where you live in, or the state that you're living, has BSL legislation, they will automatically think it's a pit bull, because Dogo Argentinos look like albino pit bulls, a white version of a pit bull. So in that case, it would be, you wouldn't be able to have a Dogo Argentino. So it's just sad because, if your dog looks like it's vicious, basically it's automatically banned from the state or the county or the city, So, I don't necessarily agree with BSL. I always think it's how the owner raises the dog. As you can see, my dogs aren't vicious at all, They're pretty nice dogs. They get along with anybody. They get along with new dogs and, strangers that they meet when I walk them. So, yeah, it's pretty sad that a lot of states implement this, and I'm sure you guys are wondering which states implement this and which cities inside some states. So I did a little bit of research and I found quite a bit. The following states have laws that prohibit I can't pronounce this, municipalities from passing breed specific ordinances. So basically it's California, Colorado, Florida, Illinois, Maine, Massachusetts, Minnesota, New Jersey, New York, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Texas, Virginia, and Washington. You will find, however, that some cities in those states are listed below. That's because some states have home rule, which means the authority of cities and counties to act in local affairs is transferred from state law to a local charter. With this in mind, it is important to remember that regardless of where you live, BSL is a concern for all dog owners, and we should take every measure to prevent it, no matter how near or far. So, yeah. So basically, some states that in which BSL is currently enacted, include the following: Arkansas, Alabama, California. Let me get away from the vacuum noise because I'm pretty sure that'll be some interference with the mic. So Alabama, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maryland, Massachusetts. In July 2012, a bill was signed into law that prohibits breed-specific laws in Massachusetts. When the law went into effect in October 2012, existing breed-specific ordinances were rendered void. Michigan, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Washington, West Virginia, and Wisconsin. So yeah, these are states in which you're allowed to have a pit bull, and those states that I just named right now. However, in some of those states, some cities inside those states do implement BSL, and there's quite a few cities, so I'd rather not name them all, but you can do some research yourself if you want to get down to the bare bones of the situation. But this is just an educational video I thought I'd do on breed specific legislation. I don't agree with it at all. I totally believe that this is basically profiling a dog based on his appearance and classifying it as aggressive just because it looks like a pit bull or a bully breed dog. And when I refer to bully breed, I mean like bull mastiffs, bulldogs, all those kinds of dogs, as well as Rottweilers and even Dobermans in some cases. I think it's totally unfair, how some of these legislations are wrote up and implemented. I don't think it's fair for the dog either. As you can see, in some cases they have to be put to sleep because if they find out you're legally owning a pit bull in some of these cities and states, they get put to sleep unless you're willing to relocate. So it's pretty sad, you know. The dog wasn't, you know, didn't choose that life. So yeah, it sucks, but you know, a lot of people are still fighting it. I hope this video gets awareness so we can, you know, keep that battle going and banning BSL, you know, fight BSL. So but yeah, I hope this video was very educational, and I hope you learned a lot. And if you have any questions on BSL or things that I didn't touch on, because I try to make this video really short so I could, you know, upload it in time by the end of the day. So yeah, if you have any questions, drop them below. If you're new to my channel and you like my stuff, please subscribe. I like everyone's support. I like gaining new support. I like gaining new fans. And yeah, Yogi and I'll enjoy the audience, right, Yogi? Oh, look at you. He's like, bruh. So yeah, but thanks for watching, and be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and share, and God bless. See you guys on the next one.